Providence had been an island with many masters since its founding in 1630. Its strategic location threatened the Spanish shipping lanes because they viewed it as a hotbed of piracy. The Spanish dreaded a large fleet of freebooters attacking the yearly treasure fleet. The English rightly feared a Spanish invasion of the small island and built a series of forts to protect the main port, but this only bought them time. As the Raven drew near to Old Providence, the fort of San Lorenzo could be seen silhouetted against the skyline. It was the largest of 14 forts on the island. There was no secret approach to the island, as the posts were sure to be manned with lookouts, if not garrisoned. Price knew that in December of 1670, Henry Morgan with 1,000 buccaneers had captured the town, the castle, and the forts. He occupied the fort of San Lorenzo and garrisoned it to guard his line of retreat while his forces raided and sacked the city of Panama. But Price didn't have 1,000 men, he had 12. "Aye, Captain, that be a mistrusting place if I ever be one. Too many hands have steered its course over the years. They won't be letting us pass to the harbor without buy or leave, says I." Robert stood on the quarterdeck next to Captain Price, his eyes on the fort. Captain Price ordered the crew to reduce sail and take soundings, as the waters around Old Providence were notorious for shallows and reefs. He went through the flag locker hoping to find the cross of St. George among the standards, but he had no luck. Only the Spanish and Dutch flags were present. "'Tis indeed foul luck to begin an adventure with no food or water for the crew." Price spat in the direction of the fort. "Aye, fortune not turned the tide in ye favor in the day I signed the articles of the Raven. I be known this port, having berthed there a time or two. Give it a wide pass and approach on the easter side. There be a place to take on fresh water, fish, and turtles. As to the crew, me and Frenchy can enter the town from the land side and gather what sons of whores be available. Mark my words, there be a plenty," said Roberts. At the word of the ship's quartermaster, Price ordered the Raven's change of course to the northeast, sailing on that course for 30 minutes until Roberts directed the helmsman to a westerly heading, bringing the Raven closer to the shoreline. From here they could see a freshwater stream emptying into the sea. Anchors were dropped fore and aft as to keep the ship from drifting into the coral reefs, and a boat was lowered with some sea dogs in it to bring them to the shore, along with Frenchy and Roberts and some empty water kegs. Captain Price remained aboard the Raven and supervised the ship's defenses. He ordered the gun ports opened on the seaward side and all the ship's swivels moved to the port rail. All the guns were loaded and ready for action. Despite not having a crew to adequately man the guns, they would be able to give one good broadside before either quitting the ship and swimming for the shore or fighting to the death. On shore, the sea dogs set to work filling the water kegs and gathering foodstuffs such as turtles and fruit from the nearby jungle. Roberts and Frenchy, or rather Jean-Claude, who was in fact a Frenchman who spoke very little English, thus earning him the moniker Frenchy, set out on foot towards San Lorenzo. 2 days is the time Price had given the quartermaster. If they had not returned in that time, the Raven would be moved to the Isle of Santa Catalina. 2 days! Mark my words, if ye ain't returned, we shall fear the worst of ye, called out Price as the longboat was lowered to the water.